Dementia wasn't really talked about. It was very hard to get conversations going, but because there's a lot of adverts and it's high on the agenda for the government, it's become easier. People are more likely to talk about it and be honest with us now about what their problems are.
I go into a lot of places and they don't know enough about what's out there. They really don't know, and it's guiding them that way, that look, we can help in this way, or you can do this, or it's giving them that advice and support.
A lot of people feel very isolated. Once that diagnosis happens, they start losing their friends.
Because it's just like a black hole, and then it's, where do I go? How do I get help?
That's when they start to withdraw and try to deal with it on their own. Eventually you have to ask for help. That help will either be at the beginning, or it'll be in the middle, or right at the end.
I've gone into so many houses, and they, first of all, it's like, why are you here? And I'll say, well, I come to give you a break.
If people are feeling isolated, there are people out there.
It's not just about looking after their loved one. You become their sounding board. So you go in and you say, how are you? Oh, I've had a terrible time. And right, what can we do? How can I help you? And then by the time you go, they're like, really look forward to you coming. When are you coming again?
Well, when she went to the memory clinic, the doctor there was sending her for scans and what have you and all that. The only difficulty we had there, she'd request that I come in the room in case Lorraine forgot what was said. But I'd come out of there and thinking, I don't know what she said. I found that not helpful,
My husband is now 88, about to be. He's now got Alzheimer's and diagnosed with dementia. I went to the doctors. They just gave him addresses and things to remember, and then tested him later if he'd remembered it. There wasn't much of an examination, really. I think just because he'd remembered an address, he just looked upon it as old age. And I thought, this isn't right. I'm not going to argue with the doctor. So he progressively got worse. Thankfully, one of the nurses said to me, I'll show you what to do. And she put me on to go to Glantraith, which is in Rhyl. We saw a great chap there who interviewed him for a couple of hours and said immediately, yes, it's obvious that he's got something wrong. Mid-stage sort of Alzheimer's and vascular dementia. Well, I suppose it would be nice to have somebody to talk to regularly rather than just now and again, or just when you're feeling desperate. The woman that came to the North Wales Dementia, she did say, you must phone me if you need help, but she's dealing with the whole of North Wales, I think. I've only seen her once.
This woman was being assessed for help, and they were asking her, are you taking your medication? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? Are you not leaving the gas on? And she answered, I'm safe to everything. Or you're not eligible for care. The daughter's hair, she wanted to pull it out because mum doesn't take her tablets. Mum does leave the gas on. You don't want to take away from a person and make them more disabled. That's probably their thinking. But they are, they're doing exactly the opposite.
For the medical professionals, listen to the carer because they know what's going on.
They need gold medals because it's the hardest job to do, to care for husband, wife, child, parent. They should be paid thousands for what they do.
We don't know the people before they've had a diagnosis. All we see are those people after the diagnosis. Get to know the people, ask them. People with dementia can still say yes and no to things.